Hi Michelle, this is Rebecca with your assignment 3 critique. So let's start with this punk album cover. The idea of the kilts was really great, and I think that some of the characters that you have in this image are really punky, and work well together. This kind of collagey feel of these two characters as well as these two and their interaction is really punky, so I think that that's really nice. I also like this plaid down here. Um, that's something that a lot of people associate with punk as well. The only thing I don't really understand is this pattern up here. It's almost like, it reminds me of like a tablecloth, like a picnic tablecloth, as opposed to a plaid. So that one's not quite working as well as the one on the bottom. I like your font layout. I think that that's really nice, and this effect that you applied to your self-portrait is just not something that they would have been able to do in the punk days, because they didn't have Photoshop or any kind of digital stuff. Well, I mean they had Xerox machines, but they were just more into cutting out found imagery and placing it on taping it on a piece of paper and then Xeroxing it 100 times to hand out flyers and stick up posters and to wrap their records and their tapes in. So I just don't think that this effect is quite right for the genre. I also think you could get rid of the chain background as well. So if you could take your self-portrait and turn it black and white and have it interact differently, I think that would be more successful here. On the second image, I noticed that the dimensions aren't 12 by 12. They're not album cover size, so immediately it doesn't read as an album cover. But I really liked when I was reading your description where you were going with this, and I think that layering the fruit and everything could really work. I think as long as you don't make them transparent, though, like these over here are working well together, but this over here is just feeling, Photoshop-ish because it's transparent. So the other thing, I like these geometric shapes. I like this flying pepper swirly business going on there, so that's really cool. This female figure, though, just doesn't feel very psychedelic to me because she's wearing a lot of makeup, and a lot of hippie women didn't really wear makeup. So that's the only thing. Is she just doesn't. She feels more disco to me because she's got these pink cheeks and like it looks like she has like purple eyeshadow, but it may be the geometric shapes that are going over it. I'm not quite sure. So anywho, and I think that if this was a square album, that this would work just fine for that, and it could be centered nicely on there. So a few things to consider. Otherwise, great job experimenting and just going wild with this.